The jungle lay buried beneath thick black fog, silent like a grave. Twisted trees rose like claws from the mud. No vertsang. No insects dared move. This land was cursed by ancient battles. Deep beneath the swamp, something enormous shifted, sending vibrations through the soil. Tonight, fear would return and survival would demand blood. From the mist emerged the Dreadhorn Titan, a massive horned beast scarred by countless wars. Its glowing eyes scanned the darkness constantly. Walking close beside it was its calf, small, fragile, and unaware of danger. The mother positioned her body protectively, knowing this swamp had claimed lives stronger than them both. The water ahead rippled unnaturally. Dreadhorn froze mid-step, its muscles tightened, horn lowering slowly. The calf, curious and innocent, splashed into the shallow swamp. A deep vibration pulsed through the mud below. Instinct screamed danger, but the warning came moments too late to stop what was coming. Beneath the surface, the void maw serpent awakened. Its colossal body uncoiled silently, scales absorbing all light. Ancient hunger burned in its hollow eyes. The rhythm of the calf's heartbeat guided its movement. This predator had crushed giants before. Tonight, it sensed an easy kill. The swamp exploded violently. Void maw burst upward, wrapping its crushing coils around the calf in one lightning-fast strike. A scream of terror pierced the jungle. Mud and water sprayed everywhere. Without hesitation, Dreadhorn roared in fury and charged forward, shaking the ground beneath its massive weight. Dreadhorn slammed its horn into Voidmaw's body repeatedly. Thick black blood poured into the water. The serpent hissed and tightened its grip, crushing the calf's chest. Every second drained precious air from the young lungs. The mother attacked harder, fueled by rage and desperation. The swamp churned violently as the serpent constricted further. Bones creaked under unbearable pressure. The calf's screams weakened, fading into desperate gasps. Dreadhorn stomped and rammed again, but Voidmaw's ancient strength resisted. The jungle itself seemed to recoil from the brutality unfolding. Voidmaw suddenly wrapped part of its massive body around Dreadhorn's legs, attempting to pull the Titan down. The mother staggered, nearly collapsing. Mud swallowed her feet, but she refused to fall. This was no longer survival, it was a mother choosing death over surrender. The calf went silent. Its small body hung motionless within the serpent's coils. Dreadhorn froze in horror. Rage vanished, replaced by unbearable fear. The swamp fell eerily quiet, as if the jungle itself mourned the loss of innocent life. A scream unlike any other erupted from Dreadhorn's throat. A sound of grief, fury, and madness. The earth trembled. Birds fled miles away. Even Voidmaw hesitated, sensing a terrifying force awakening inside the broken mother. With unstoppable power, Dreadhorn charged forward one final time. His horn pierced straight through Voidmaw's lower jaw. Black blood flooded the swamp. The serpent shrieked in agony, loosening its coils as pain overwhelmed its ancient body. The calf dropped heavily into the mud, lifeless and still. Voidmaw thrashed wildly, injured but dangerous. Dreadhorn positioned herself between predator and child, horn lowered, eyes burning with a single promise. Nothing would pass her alive. Voidmaw lunged again, aiming for Dreadhorn's throat. Horn and fangs collided violently. The impact echoed through the jungle. This clash was no longer predator versus prey. It was two monsters battling for dominance and survival. Far away, wildlife rangers noticed violent disturbances in the swamp. Emergency alarms were triggered. Engines roared to life. Rescue teams raced through the jungle, knowing every passing second could mean death. Dreadhorn stomped with crushing force, cracking Voidmaw's ribs beneath its immense weight. The serpent screamed and recoiled, blood darkening the swamp water. Its strength began to fade, but its hatred remained deadly. Suddenly, the calf gasped weakly. A faint breath escaped its lungs. Life had not completely faded. Dreadhorn gently nudged the calf, desperate to keep it breathing as the battle continued. Voidmaw gathered its remaining strength, eyes blazing with fury. It prepared one final strike, determined to take at least one life before retreating into darkness. The jungle held its breath. A tranquilizer dart struck Voidmaw's neck. Then another. The serpent thrashed violently, confused and enraged. Its movements slowed as the chemicals began overwhelming its massive body. The rescue team arrived, shouting commands and firing additional darts. Voidmaw hissed weakly, its coils loosening as control slipped away. The nightmare was finally breaking. With one final trembling scream, Voidmaw retreated into the swamp, defeated but alive. The water closed behind it, swallowing the horror back into darkness. Veterinarians rushed to the calf, checking breathing, heartbeat, and crushed limbs. The injuries were severe, but hope remained. Every second of treatment mattered. Dreadhorn refused to move. She stood over her calf, horn lowered, eyes locked on the humans. Only gentle voices and slow movements earned her trust. The calf's heartbeat strengthened gradually. Its eyes fluttered open. Against impossible odds, life returned. Even the hardened rescuers felt relief wash over them. The fog slowly lifted from the swamp. Silence returned, heavier than before. The battle had ended, but its scars would remain forever. Rescuers treated deep wounds on both mother and child. Thick scars marked their bodies, permanent reminders of survival earned through suffering. Days later, the calf stood again. Weak legs trembled, but determination held firm. Dreadhorn touched her horn gently to the calf's head, a silent promise of protection. Dreadhorn became more alert, more aggressive. Motherhood had transformed her into something far more dangerous. The calf learned quickly, silent water hides death. Life slowly returned to the jungle. Birds sang again cautiously, but deep below the swamp, shadows still moved. Voidmaw survived, wounded, watching, waiting. Some scars never fade, no matter how strong you become. In the wild, monsters exist, but nothing is more terrifying than a mother who refuses to lose her child.